agriculture light areas, waste management, sanitation, clean energy. So whatever has a biotech component to it and has a high scientific, robust R&D component to it, it comes under the umbrella of biotechnology for BIRAC. So BIRAC has developed over the years a scheme, various schemes and programs that cater to different segments of the product development cycle, right from the ideation stage to the market penetration. From the grassroots level, we have the EUA scheme that has been catering to the students to generate the student entrepreneurship. Then we have a Sparsh Innovation Program. We have the BIG, followed by SIBRI, BIPP, PCP fund is also there. So these are all grant in aid kind of a schemes. In addition to this, BARAC also offers equity magnitude funds, seed, leap, and ACE. It also gives you a taste of what equity dilution is, and gives a real-time view of how the investors will be, uh, uh, communicating with the startups in near future once they enter the market. So BIRAC creates an entrepreneurship in it provides in fundings in front in like grants and investments. We provide incubation support, mentorship, technical, business, intellectual, legal, as well as regulatory. And also we provide platform for a recognition at national and international level. So we also BIRAC also organizes Global Bio India, which is also a global platform for recognition of the startups working in various biotech thematic areas. So this is a brief overview of what the magnitude of funds look like, right from the uh, college entrepreneurship to the ACE fund of fund, which is 7 crore in terms of equity. So BIRAC offers addition to POC, then field test. So different TRL levels, we are catering to different TRL levels, right from 1 to 9. Talking about BIG, it's a, like I said, it's a flagship scheme which was started in 2012. It is focused on startups which are less than 5 years of age, less equal to or less than 5 years of age. It supports innovative ideas to help establish a proof of concept. The scheme runs in the form of a grant in aid funding scheme, which provides up to INR of 50 lakhs for a period of 18 months, and it is implemented by our 8 BIG partners. So till now, we have concluded successfully 24 rounds of BIG, and we have launched the 25th round on 1st November, and it will be open till 30th November for applications. So if you look at the impact that BIG has created over the years, we have been able to inspire 1,30,000 aspiring entrepreneurs. With the amount of application that we have received has crossed 13,500 plus applications. More than 1,000 projects we have supported till 24th call. And all these startups over the years have even raised a follow-on funding of more than 3,500 crores from private investment, from HNIs, from venture capitalist funds, etc. And women entrepreneur is one of the key features that BIRAC stresses on, because gender neutrality and when we talk about gender neutrality and equality, women entrepreneurs are playing a very important role here, and they are touching upon the social issues, environmental connect, so with more empathy. BIG through BIG BIRAC has been able to create a footprint all over India. So we can see in the map that pan India we have been able to reach and create a kind of a footprint there. We have been able to inspire and inculcate entrepreneurship culture all over India. This is a broad spectrum of technologies that have been developed by the supported grantees over the years, and so this shows that we have been able to support multitude and various thematic areas like medtech, drug and drug delivery. Then we have industrial, agriculture, etc. So BIG, like I said, is implemented through 8 BIG partners, and Venture Center being one of it. Apart from Venture Center, we have IKP Knowledge Park at TBI Bhubaneswar, FITT at IIT Delhi, IIT Kanpur, SIAC. We have Sign at IIT Bombay, C Camp is there in Bengaluru, and AIDIA NAM is there in Hyderabad. So these partners provide a holistic approach to the grant, to the applicants, right from the pre-grant level to the post-grant management. So right from the grant writing level, they create the awareness and outreach. They do the technical mentoring. They provide business mentoring, regulatory advice. They do the investor connect. They provide monitoring platform for showcase of the products and technology and networking. So their role is not just limited to BIG, end of BIG. They even do post grant management of your product. They will help you get connect with the investors out there. They'll help you position your products and technology in a manner to gain more traction, be it in terms of government funding or in terms of the private investments. So apart from the adding on to the eight BIG partners, we also have a network of 95 incubation centers, which are pre-incubation centers and incubation centers, Vionest and Innova. So they are providing you an incubation space, and you get an opportunity to, you can select your BIG partner as well, and you can select them as an incubation partner, or you can choose from the any of the 95 centers that are there. You can choose them as your incubation space as well. So till now, we have more than 2,500 incubatees in our incubation centers. So they provide an incubation space. They provide you with equipments. They provide you the mentorship and the networking that will guide you in your entrepreneurial journey. So this is what a typical BIG life cycle looks like. We start with the BIG call announcement, and then we typically release the results within the 100 to 110 days of the announcement of the call, and followed by due diligence of the recommended applicants and the agreement signing and release of funds. So usually the call announcement follows a biannual cycle, 1st January and 1st July. From the last 1 year, the BIG call has been delayed due to various operational and financial constraints. So now we are back on track with the launch of the 25th call. And the application window has been reduced to 30 days, previously being 45 days. So head right if you want to, start an application and submit the application for this particular call of BIG. Coming to who can apply for BIG, so now BIG is being restricted to only startups, companies and LLPs registered under the Companies Act. A date of incorporation should be earlier than 5 years, should not be earlier than 5 years from the date of launch of particular call of BIG. And it should be owned by an Indian citizen, meaning that minimum 51% of the capital, the shares should be beneficially owned by Indians. And the company LLP application should be represented by a project leader. Project leader is someone who is technically and financially sound to run a project, and he or she will take care of the project right from the start to the end, and will be able to carry out all the formalities required to execute a project. BIG supports majorly, if I can categorize what is supported, thematic areas that are supported under BIG, it falls under industrial biotech, which includes waste management, secondary this recombinant technology, then clean energy, medical devices is there, diagnostics, kits and the tools, the devices that are there, diagnostic. Then we have drug and drug delivery, which includes regeneration, stem cells also, and biopharmaceuticals. And agricultural allied areas, including secondary agriculture, animal husbandry, and other thematic areas. So our applications are consolidated amongst these five major thematic areas, which will cater to all the sectors that are coming inside the biotech domain. So if you talk about the key components of a proposal, one once when an applicant writes a proposal, these are few things that they need to keep in mind while writing a proposal. So we go by the SMART formula, which is specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound proposal. So this is a key component of it, and I think aspiring entrepreneurs and the people writing the proposal should stick by this formula when filing for a grant. So it includes the title. You should have a clear, short, crisp, and precise title of your project. You need to define a clear problem statement. What are you trying to solve? Share your vision. What is your behind thinking of the project? Why are you working in this direction? Highlight on the technological novelty and the USP of your project. What kind of societal relevance are you trying to solve? What is the novelty? Who are your competitors? When you write a grant, you definitely need to highlight who all are your competition. Mention what can be patented in this scenario. When everything is available, easily available on the internet and can be plagiarized, it is very important that you patent what you have done so far. And patenting it gives it an authenticity that it belongs to you and you are working in this direction. Team strength is a very relevant and important criteria, because uh, different team members together make a very strong team. We cannot expect one person to handle everything at once. So having a team, working together with a team, gives us strength and gives you a boost to your project. Clear description and objectives and milestones are another factor that we need to keep in mind, because while jotting down your objectives, be brief about at what milestone you'll be able to attain what, in what months you'll be able to do this. Because without a milestone, we have seen the projects that they don't follow a disciplined in a disciplined manner. So these kind of projects tend to get lost in between, because they have lost track of what their milestones were to be achieved within few months. Business model and revenue model. When you start working towards an idea, it is important to see what audience are you trying to cater, what your business model will look like. Is it B2B, B2C, D2C, or going to generate revenue for me? Because in the end, so working for a startup means you are trying to earn a profit. So, what kind of revenue model you're trying to follow, and will this project lead to revenue generation, is another question that we need to start asking yourself from the very beginning. Then, as I said, competition landscape is an important thing to map out, because you need to when you are positioning your product in a marketplace, you need to address to what your competitors are doing and what makes you different from the others. Understanding of risk factors and regulations. So, risk factors, you need to highlight where your product may stuck with a regulatory compliance and how you can address it. So now the incubation centers and BIG partners are well through with the all regulations. So reach out to your partners, reach out to your mentors and advisors, and map that out, that how you can curb on these regulation compliance. Budget requested. So while filing for a grant, people try to underestimate the budget requirements, but during when they are running the project, they tend to realize that, oh, this was not included in the budget when we first gave this out. So cap out your budget cappings, maximize it out to certain limit, so that you don't run out on the resource, you don't face a resource crunch towards the end of the project. In BIG, we follow a certain evaluation criteria, which makes which helps us in scrutinizing the projects which fit into all these criterias, which are able to address these evaluation criterias for us. So, one being unmet need. How novel is your idea? What is the USP of your then value proposition is there? What makes you different from your available competitors? Then comes the technical feasibility, that how feasible is this project to be executed? Is it just on papers, or is it actually being able to execute this said project? Then comes team strength. Like I said, team strength and passion makes us team stronger, makes a project, in a whole, a strong competition out there in the world. Then business perspective and commercialization potential. How what your commercialization potential of a product is. Does your product has a business perspective to it? And it's an important factor when you are a startup and you're trying to bring a product in a market. Recently, since the last year, in this current call, 25th call of BIG, revisions in the guidelines have been made. Like I said, this time we are focusing exclusively on the startups, and we are promoting high risk deep tech ideas that having a significant biotech component or a robust scientific foundation. The call for proposal from this call onwards will be limited to 30 days instead of 45. And we have also withdrawn the royalty clause from BIG. Initially, BIG had a royalty clause to it that you have to pay back some percent of as royalty once you start generating revenue from your commercialized product. We have also revised the evaluation process. Now it's just eligibility and online review and face-to-face presentation in front of technical expert panel. Although the scoring has been removed from to from the portal, however, the parameters to review the proposals remain the same as per the existing guidelines. Also, the fund disbursement structure has now been modified. So upon the agreement signing, it will be a 20 lakh tranche followed by one or two tranches of 20 lakh each, and the last tranche in the form of a reimbursement. Then the budget hits, we have removed the maximum capping and we have just kept it as a recurring and non-recurring to give flexibility to the entrepreneurs and to make it a ease of utilization. Now, this call onwards, once the results are being announced, we will give a definitive timeline of 45 days, after which the offer will deemed withdrawn. So the call is live. It is open till 30th November. You can visit the website. You can email to us, biracbic.dbt, or you can email me, user-032. In case you have any queries or you're stuck anywhere in registration or you're facing some kind of an error as an issue, you can drop an email to us. We'll be happy to address the issues. You can also follow us on LinkedIn. This is the handles. We are there on X, Twitter. We are there on Instagram. You can follow us and keep yourself updated with the recent updates from BIRAC. That will be all from my side. Um, Shruti, Siddhi, yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much, Diksha, for that very detailed and clear explanation, especially about the revised guidelines for the BIC scheme. I request all the participants to please type in your questions in the chat box so that our team can get back to you, and later on we can have a Q&A session at the end. Now, I would like to talk about Venture Center's role as the program implementation partner for the BIC scheme. So, as rightly said by Diksha, Venture Center is one of the 8 BIG partners supporting the Biotechnology Ignition Grant. We are a Section 8 not-for-profit company established as Entrepreneurship Development Center. And the role of Venture Center as a BIG partner. So as a BIG partner, we are involved in the mentoring of the applications for applying for this grant. We do have a program called the Ignition Program, wherein we specifically mentor for applying for early stage grants like BIG and Nidhi Prayas. Then also as the BIG partner, we facilitate the national review and selection process through BIRAC for this grant. We also help with the project review and the mentoring of the grantees. Then we facilitate the eligibility and screening of the applications as and when they move on to the next stage of this grant. Post selection of the grantees, we conduct the due diligence and we help them with planning of the projects. We also assist in the contract management and we take care of the project monitoring later on when the grant is received. So as a BIG partner, the grantees receive access to all the networks of Venture Center and the incubation facilities that we have to offer. Talking about the success rate for this grant, so BIG is a very competitive grant since the number of applications have been increasing from all the calls. But Venture Center does have a very high success rate of the grantees, the applications getting converted to grantees. Venture Center provides a complete ecosystem for the startup. So right from mentoring to applying for the right kinds of funds for the startups and providing them with the initial facilities that we need for the project. We also have a funding database that our startups can have access to. There is also all the services that are required for a startup, right from the lab facilities to the testing and analysis facilities. We also have regulatory information and facilitation center where we help the startups with the regulatory requirements that they have. We also have an IP center where we help the startups to file patents. Then we also are the program implementation partner for DSP schemes. So at Venture Center, we provide a complete ecosystem all under one roof. For medtech incubators, we also have a cell studio. We have Protoshop facilities. We help them with getting the regulatory test license, and also we also have a clean room facility which the startups can have access to. So this is a snapshot of all the available resources at Venture Center. We have an analytical testing and validation lab. We also have advisory services for startups. And also we have the Protoshop facility wherein you can develop the product and have an initial prototype for your product ready. Some of the success stories of BIG. So Black Frog Technologies is one of our BIG grantees, and they have gone ahead and raised follow-on funding post BIG. They have developed a vaccine carrier. Another of our startups, Bioprime Agri Solutions, they have also gone on to develop multiple products after BIG, but these are the startups who started their journey with this particular grant. Some of the products that our grantees have launched in the market. Then this is the impact of all of the BIG grantees. So far from call 4 to call 24, we have received 1,470 applications. We have conducted various awareness talks. We have mentored around 800 applications, and we have a total of 142 of BIG grantees, which have gone to establish their startups, raise follow-on funding, file IP, and around 124 grantees, 124 products are already out in the market. We have 40 female founders, and we have all the BIG startups have generated around 840 employment. This is the BIG team at Venture Center. Thank you so much. And this is the ignition program that we have wherein we mentor specifically for BIG. So through this program, we help you in assessing the technology, creating a strategy for applying for initial stage funding. And also we help you to define the proof of concept studies and assessing raising funding for your proof of concept studies. So do sign up for this program and stay connected with us so that we can mentor you for applying for this grant. About our upcoming sessions, we have a grant writing workshop which is happening on this Saturday. So all the pointers that we discussed during this talk, we will be working on them individually with all the applicants, and we will be assisting them in writing their proposal. So do sign up for this session, and we can help you with your application. So thank you so much. We can now take any questions that are there in the chat box.
Can I go first if you don't mind? One question, please, is Premnath here. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Diksha, there are projects. There was a question from the last session where people are talking about waste to value projects, right?
Yes, sir.
Previously, these used to be considered under SPUSH. But if the biotech content is low, are you still considering it under BIG?
Sir, actually, waste to value is still there as a thematic area under BIG, but we are specifically focusing on strong biotech component and a robust scientific foundation because, as you mentioned that last time also we have faced this issue that during the the proposals in the end got rejected saying that low biotech component. So we have specifically mentioned it this time that with strong component we will be considering.
Okay. Yeah, thanks. That helps.
Thank you.
Are you going to take the next question, Siddhi? Can you please read it out for Diksha, maybe?
We can explore the chat box.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So there
I
is one
don't have the
question.
full chat box, so yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. So Diksha, there is one question about TRL level. So
Mhm.
what TRL level is expected of companies going and coming out of BIG? Like what is the TRL at the start and TRL at the end? Is there any?
So yes, when at the end of BIG, the companies reached a TRL around 3 or 4. So that is when your POC has been established. Post BIG, there are the schemes of BIRAC, which the grantee can explore to move ahead with the TRL level.
Is there a start TRL that needs to?
Start TRL can be around 1.
Okay.
Since we do not expect a preliminary data from the startups, so we are open to the start TRL.
Right.
I see a question.
So there is one question, Diksha.
Yeah.
It says we would like to know the essentials for the success of a health tech startup besides a good incubator. Also, the process of developing a good POC from an idea. Could you let us know the global launchpad for healthcare startups provided by BIRAC? Are there any special incubations for women entrepreneurs? Maybe that we can address, but this global launchpad for healthcare startups provided by BIRAC.
So Global Launchpad, we do organize Global Bio India annually. It's an annual event by BIRAC. So it's a launchpad that is there offered by BIRAC directly. Apart from that, we have been collaborating with different private organizations and government organizations which provide a platform for the startups, health startups. So right now we are working with Startup India. Bharat Innovate is also there, so these kind of platforms offer a launchpad for healthcare startups.
Uh,
Can I speak?
I have a question. I'm sorry to interrupt in the between.
Yes.
So
Please.
actually, we visited, me and my partner. So we are two. We have started a new organization. So yesterday we visited the incubation center in North Guwahati,
Mhm.
and we had an board there. We checked your facilities, and also the really pleased to know that there are so many ongoing projects that they are going. So what we are as a organization, we will be starting a new drink which will be based on Ayurveda, which is a ready to, it's like consumable. It comes in 150 ml for 10 rupees, which is our price point. So I just wanted to know, will we be falling under the biotech or not?
So for the Ayurvedic drink, maybe you need to have a profile of the ingredients that is there. And is there a novel component? It can come under food processing, but is there a novel component to it, or you just selling which is already there in the market? Is it your in-house developed product?
Um, yeah, I think Diksha,
Yes. Yes, Shruti, go ahead.
feel, I would request him to connect with us so that we can actually explore what that project is, and then if require any further guidance, we can take it from you as well.
Yeah,
So
sure.
Rakesh, you can contact us at big@venturecenter.co.in, and we will take that forward in detail. Um, Here, there is one more question. Does BIG consider tech-enabled service or only product-based startup?
So BIG supports both tech-enabled and service, providing that it's a novel component under the biotech domain, and you have a social relevance or you have a novelty to solve. So we are not restricted only to product type or a service type. We support both kind of startups.
Okay.
Good evening, Diksha. I have a question.
Yes, please.
I'm Sanjeev Srivastav, ex-member State Innovation Council, Bihar. As a member of the council, I was approached by one of the hospital of Japan. Its name is Institute of Geriatrics and Gerontology, Obuaichi, Japan. I was approached by a team leader of Alzheimer's disease.
Okay.
It was a medicine which was manufactured till 1856. in India. In 1856, the British government has put a ban on the manufacturing of that particular compound.
Okay.
That compound is used for Alzheimer. So I got in touch with CSIR and they said, "Nagin, there is no problem. You can go ahead and manufacture this compound." I did it and gave it to the Japanese. Correct. Now, what I want to do, I want to share the same compound with you. I have gone through the entire your presentation, but I don't need any funds. I don't need any funding. I just want that the compound. I have got all the documents from the government of Japan, that hospital. I can share it with you. I just want to validate the idea that whether actually it is good for Alzheimer or any geriatrics and gerontology. But as far as my research goes, I have developed that particular compound, and the locals also they say that कि हमारे इलाके में बुढ़ापा नहीं आता. बात समझे?
Okay.
हमारे इलाके में पहले बुढ़ापा नहीं आता था. मतलब वही है कि जेरियाट्रिक्स एंड जेरोंटोलॉजी रिलेटेड कोई डिजीज नहीं होती. तो ये मुझे अभी फंडिंग नहीं चाहिए, कुछ नहीं चाहिए, जस्ट मैं आपको डॉक्यूमेंट्स दे दूंगा एंड इन द प्रोसेस में आपको वो कंपाउंड दे दूंगा जो जापानीज हॉस्पिटल है उसने लिखता है, उसमें यूजांथिक एसिड, मैग्नीशियम एंड अदर कंपाउंड्स हैं.
Excuse me, Sanjeev.
Sir.
This call is specifically for BIG. So I'm requesting all the participants to please raise hands before speaking. And actually, ideally, you should put your questions in the chat box. Sanjeev, this can be taken separately. You can write an email and then we can forward it and we can try to get that.
Yes, so you can connect with Venture Center. They'll be able to help you out because we at BIRAC do not directly, do validation and R&D. So maybe you can route it through Venture Center.
Yeah. So we are just going through the questions which are in the chat box. You want to take this, Siddhi?
Yes.
So till then I will read one. We are working on AI-based microscopic attachment device for analysis of IVF domain. So are we eligible for the grant? So you can apply and then we will let you know. In fact, you can contact us as well, but here you are eligible. So you can actually apply. You check the other eligibility factors also in terms of being a startup less than 5 years old. So those things, if you are meeting, you can apply. There is one, actually, we expected that BIG grant will come in Jan, but as this time in November, can you tell when another call will be there? So, yeah, Diksha, if you can take this one.
So actually, another call will be launched once we get a clarity about once we regulate the funding that we have received, and once this current call gets regulated with funds and the projects are started, maybe then we can schedule the next call. But definitely by next year January we are targeting the next call to be launched.
Yeah. Next question is, my project is on telerobotics for healthcare. As such, there is no strong biotech component, but it comes under medical devices and is for healthcare. Are we eligible?
Telerobotics and healthcare we have supported so far, but you need to evaluate your strong biotech component, and you can just reach out to Venture Center if they can help you figure out if this can be taken forward or not.
Yeah. Next question is, for an experienced team, is it okay to have a bigger team that works part-time instead of a small team that works full-time on the project?
Since BIG is an 18-month project and you have a lot to achieve in those 18 months, you need to establish a proof of concept. For the project, we would suggest to have a smaller team that works full-time, because a larger team, you'll have an interdependency a lot on each other, and then, working part-time may not, you may not be able to achieve your milestones in time.
Yes, and we have also had the same experience when we
Yes.
did the grantees directly. Yeah. Is a material manufacturing agri-biotech company eligible for the BIG fund?
BIG fund is not just for exploratory or manufacturing thing. It's for novel ideas. It supports novel ideas which can be converted into translational R&D. So just focusing on manufacturing may not be BIG may not be a platform for just manufacturing. Scaling up, if you're talking about scaling up of manufacturing.
We are developing, next question I'm ready. We are developing device related of aquaculture using AI and ML. Which sector I have to choose and whether project leader must have expertise or team members with AI ML is okay since I am from biotech background.
So yeah, under agriculture there is a thematic area, sub-thematic area, aqua, where you can we can select. So agriculture, under that it's an aquaculture that you can select. Also, it is good to have an AI ML expert because when we see presentation from the applicants, they just mention AI ML and what is there and how it will work. They don't have a very brief knowledge about that. So having someone from AI ML background will give a boost to your proposal. So you'll actually know how you can use AI ML.
And there were a few questions where people have said that they are in process of forming a company which has not yet been formed. Can they apply?
So in process of forming company may not be eligible for this call. You can better try for the next call.
Right. Okay. And can faculty of a university apply for BIG grant?
No, we are only focusing on startups, so faculties are not eligible. If you leave your organization and start your own startup, then yes, of course. But present right now, you may not be eligible.
Yeah. So here, Sanans actually has written a question. If company A has stakeholding, X is 81%, Y is 19%. And company B has stakeholding where Y is 50% and Z is 50%. Both healthcare, different idea and different incorporation. Applying both company is it a problem? Basically, there is one shareholder who is present in both these companies. So he's
Okay.
asking whether even if the ideas are different. So actually, Sanan, you can contact us because here there is a specific rule which we have to explain it to you. Generally, I can explain that the applicant in an applicant company, if you hold more than 20%, you should not be having any other biotech company which is more than 5 years old and you are holding any stake in that. So we can check this and we can tell you which of these company is eligible. We will need more information from you as well. Shyam Sundar is asking when results will be announced.
We are taking a target of 100-day cycle this time. So by next 2025 February, we'll be able to announce the results.
Yeah.
So I have replied to Sanan's question in the chat box. Sanan, if you can refer to this, in case you have more uh, in-depth detail of this, you can definitely discuss with Venture Center. It's just a clause, yeah.
There is one question about can you apply for BIG funding and also take part in a challenge that is simultaneously going on from BIRAC?
Yes, you can do both, but your objectives and milestones should not overlap with each other.
Okay.
Go to the next one. So we are agriculture robotics company focused on sub 20 HP farm mechanization with precision implements. Are we eligible? So
Yeah, technicality, I think Venture Center can address to this.
it looks like you can just contact us. We can guide you further. Up to what TRL does BIG support? Yeah, you answered
Yeah,
this.
I answered this.
Whether after 5 years of registration, company cannot apply? Yes, that's true.
So if you have crossed the age of 5 year as of 1st November 2020, you are not eligible to apply.
Next question is we are in ideation phase and are in process to develop a biodegradable material which can be used to create products.
Yes,
So
you can apply if you're a startup. If you're a registered company, you can apply.
whether veterinary diagnostic is feasible? Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Deepali is asking, we had applied for 23rd call of BIG but did not clear last interview. Now we have progressed and now we have new TRL4 innovation can be applied.
You may explore other schemes of BIRAC that offers to a higher TRL of 4 and 5. Maybe SIBRI can be your next, SIBRI can be your avenue. You can explore there.
The next question is, we are working on rare optics in university, and we found some very important medicinal properties and also successful to extract, which can be used as medicine for some specific diseases. We want support that we can improve our work. Other than medicinal purposes, such optics can also have a very big market as decoratives. I think we can take this separately to verify the biotech component and what it. That's what I feel, Diksha. What do you think?
And also, we need to identify whether they are trying to target medicinal sector, pharma sector, or they are just in for the decorative part. So
Okay.
you need to have a clear objective.
Desha, there was one question about can someone apply as the project leader in two different companies? Like they're applying as two separate companies, but in both the company for the project, they are the project leader. The same person is the project leader.
I think we take an undertaking that they will work only in one. So
Yeah. 100% commitment is required. from the
100%
project
commitment
leader.
is required. Yes,
You cannot, even if you apply, you will be granted only one of
only
that.
one. Yes.
Yeah. I'm just going through.
Yes. Yes.
Could you please highlight how to highlight the biotech component? As we are creating a robotic system for healthcare. So I think,
Okay.
yeah, partners are for that as well. So you
Yeah.
can.
Partners are better. A judge of that. They will be able to identify your biotech factor, even if you are not able to identify that.
Yeah. Um, Joshika is from Anand University is asking, we are developing a mulch films using biopolymers for agriculture produce with AI model. Are we eligible?
Yes. Yes. You are eligible, Joshika. But you are still a grad student, if I am reading it correct.
Yeah, so the whether she's a student or that
Ha.
to check, right? Whether
So
she
if
has a
you, yeah,
startup.
if you have a startup, you can apply. If you are a grad student, maybe forming a startup first is your first goal. Then you can apply for BIG. Right now, you can explore maybe Sparsh or EUA.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Rishabh is asking if we want to inquire about our eligibility and idea, can we inquire with Venture Center before calling?
You have to ask Venture Center before call-ins.
Yes, you can. You have to do that. Yeah.
I think we have taken most of the
There are
questions.
few towards the end, we require startup registration or only private limited is okay.
Only company registration, MCA, CIN registration number you need to apply for BIG. And in the meantime, you get DPIT recognition you can also take.
Yeah. Does clean energy based systems or solutions for drug delivery eligible?
Yes, they are eligible.
Is an IoT integrated pill dispenser and an elderly care integration will be eligible. So
You need to identify what's a novel component in this because integrated pill dispenser is already available. So you
Yeah.
need to check your competitive landscape for that and also your novelty component.
So, yeah, I think I've taken most of the questions. Are there anything else? Maybe you want to unmute and if people want to ask any questions or something, we have 5 minutes.
If anyone wants to ask questions, you can raise your hand.
Yeah.
We'll be
You can unmute yourself and ask as well.
I think most of them have probably um, typed the questions. Vinny, you can go ahead. Vinny, Vinay.
Yes. Hello, ma'am. This is Dr. Vinit Vinay. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes, you're audible.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, what does a startup mean actually? Is it, I mean, I have a startup, but the product, the startup should be related to the product or in the name of the product or what it has to be?
Uh, Pardon, I did not get your question.
Okay, for an example, I have a startup. It's called as Research Stats Private Limited, Research and Statistics Private Limited. And my product is a biotech product,
Okay.
which we are in an ideation stage. We have done
Mhm.
something, we have done some preliminary stage analysis also. So the company's name is Res and Stats Private Limited. It's, I think, less than 5 years old. And can my startup company, Res and Stats Private Limited, apply for the big grant?
Yes, if you're eligible, if you fit into the eligible criteria that your age is less than 5 years, your date of incorporation is less than 5 years, you can apply. And it is owned by Indian citizens.
Yes. So two people are there. Both of us are co-founders. 50-50% is the stake, and we are Indian citizens and less than 5 years. But the company is Res and Stats Private Limited, ma'am.
That's okay. Your name and your product, the name of a startup and your product should not be, there should not be, similarity is not required. That's fine.
So because my product is a dental, it's a novel toothbrush basically. We have
Okay.
done a preliminary stage. We have done some analysis, and we are working on it further. But before that, I'll apply for the big grant. Sorry.
No, your company name can be as per your choice, and you may be developing some other product. That's fine.
Fair enough. And is the centers will help us in developing the prototype as
Uh,
Uh,
yeah, Shruti, please take it.
yeah, we have a facility available, so you can contact us. We will guide you on that. We'll let you know.
well?
We
Sure,
can
ma'am.
go to the, maybe we can take two
We
more.
can take two more questions. Sarika, maybe you can go next.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Good evening. Good evening, Divya ma'am. Thank you so much for the session.
Thank you. Yes.
Ma'am, I just have a small query. We are a small establishment. We are currently in the idea stage. I'd just like to know, so since at times there can be a lot of disorganization or, at the beginning stage, we might not get our ideas together, etc. So how do we go about developing something concrete from
Uh, So, developing something concrete, just have an idea in place that what you want to do, like a roadmap is much needed. Uh, your experimentation can take a turn either ways. So, laying out something concrete and then, following that is a little bit problematic for everyone. But having a roadmap of the journey, at least plan for 18 months. BIG is just 18 months. So have a plan for that. Then see what your POC is trying to tell you, in which direction you can take your technology.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We can take one last question.
Someone's mentioned as iPhone. Who's that? You can go ahead.
I also hear a lot of questions saying that if we apply from this incubation center or that incubation center, what are the chances of getting funds? So, being very clear about that, your chances of getting funds or raising funds in future, just not the government grants, totally depends on how well you position your product, how well you're able to write the grants. So that is the only factor that matters. And how supportive your incubation centers are for you.
Yeah.
Nobody can guarantee anything, but
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Diksha. I think we have covered most of the questions. For any other queries, please write to us at big@venturecenter.co.in and we'll be happy to answer your questions. So with that, I think we can close for this session. I would like to thank Diksha for taking this time to for conducting this talk and making people aware about the program new eligibility guidelines. Thank you so much, Diksha. I also want to thank all our collaborating partners for this talk, which is Guwahati Biotech Park, VIT Technology Business Incubator, Venture Center, Ahmedabad University, Manipal Government of Karnataka Bio-Incubator, and IIT Madras HTIC Incubator. Thank you so much to all the participants for joining. And with that, we are going to close. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks, everyone, for joining. And thank you, Venture Center, for hosting. Thank you, Dr. Premnath. And my well wishes to Dr. Manisha as well.
Thank you. Thank you, Diksha. Thank you, everyone.